in this session we'll see some important GCC commands. So before seeing the GCC commands, it will be very helpful if we see the compilation process. Let's say we are having .c and .cpp source files. So first it will be processed and it will generate .i files. So here all macros and header files will be expanded. Then assembler will take these preprocessed .i files as input and it will generate assembly code for this. .s files it will generate. Then compiler will take these assembly code files as input and it will generate objects files for each files. Then linker will take these objects file as input and it will generate a single executable file. So this was the compilation process in C. So now we'll see the GCC command which can generate each kind of files. GCC command is having different options. So we can select those options and we can generate files for the different stage. So now we'll see the GCC command options which can generate executable file from source code. So in the process of generating executable file from source code, it generates other temporary files also. So we'll see all details now. So here we are having a simple GCC command, gcc hello.c -o and hello. So this GCC command will compile this hello.c and it will generate our output executable file hello. Here we are having three files, hello.c, makefile and hello.h. Here hello.c and hello.h, these two are source files. So here makefile I have taken for code compilation. In hello.h we are having a macro called val. Here I have taken function prototype. In hello.c I have included a standard input output file and hello.h, and these two command type I have taken, and here I have defined function and printed the value val. From main I am just printing hello world and call the function with macro val. So now we'll compile this code. So we are having these three files now. Let's compile this code, hello.c, and output file will be hello. So we can see here hello executable file is present now. Let's run the executable file. So it has printed hello world and val equals to 200. Now we'll see the GCC options. So in this example we have seen it has compiled the code and it has generated hello executable file, but it has deleted all temporary files. If we want to see those temporary files, so we can do with this option -save -temps. So it will save the temporary files as well. In this example we can see gcc -save -temps hello.c -o and hello. So this GCC command will generate hello executable file as well as it will save the temporary files. Before executing the code again, we need to clean source folder again. So for this purpose I have created makefile here. So this is a very simple makefile which contains three targets, all, hello and clean. Hello is the target file, all and clean, these two are phony targets. So these are the actions. File will not be created for this. So if suppose we are calling clean, so it will remove these files, .i files, .s files, .o file, .exe file, .out file, hello and .bc files. So for deleting executable file as well as the temporary file, we can directly call this clean and it will work. So let's clean our folder, make clean. So if we see now, so it has deleted everything. Let's clear it. So now we'll run the GCC command with option -save -temps, and source file was hello.c and the output file will be stored in hello. So let's check the files. So we can see here temporary files are also stored, hello.i, hello.s, hello.bc, hello.o. So these files are present now and the executable file hello is also present. So with this option, these temporary files are also stored. Next we will see the -e option. So here compilation will stop after pre-processing. So it will not compile it will not generate .s files and .o file. It will just generate .i file. So this is the simple example here. gcc -e hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.i. Let's clean our folder. Now if we check our folder, so only these three files are present. Let's clear it. Let's check our directory. So only three files are present there. So now we'll run the gcc command with option -e hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.i. Let's check our directory. So we can see here hello.i is present and hello.s and hello.o are not present here, and the executable file is also not present here. Now we'll check the hello.i. What are the things present there? So here we can see a standard input output header file has been expanded. Hello.h file has been also expanded. So we can see here function prototype which was present in hello.h file, and this is the hello.c, and comment is also removed here. Just notice comment is also removed. I had added two comments, comment type 1 and comment type 2. So we'll see how to enable those comments also. And this macro has been replaced with 200. Let's clear our directory. So only three files are present now. So now we'll see the gcc option with -c and -cc. So it will instruct the preprocessor to keep comment. So in earlier example we saw like comments were removed. So if we want to keep the comment in preprocessed file, so we can use -c option. We can see in example gcc -c -e hello.c -o and hello.i. So we'll be having hello.i only where comments will be present. Now we'll run the gcc command with option -c and -e. So input file was hello.c and the output will be stored in hello.i. hello.i is created now. Now we'll check this hello.i whether the comments are present there or not. We can see here in hello.c I had added two comments type, comment type 1 and comment type 2. So whether these two comments are present there or not. So at last we can see both comments are present now. Next we'll see the gcc command with option -p. So -p will prevent the preprocessor from including line markers in output. So here also we need to keep -e option to generate hello.i and -p option to prevent the preprocessor from including the line markers. This is the earlier generated hello.i file. So here we can see markers are present there. So these markers will be removed now. Let's clear our directory, clear the screen. Now we'll run the gcc command with option -p and -e for generating preprocessed file hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.i. Let's check our directory. It's a hello.i is present there. Now we'll check this hello.i. Here we can see those markers are not present. Now we'll see the gcc command option -S. So it will generate the assembly code. Assembler will take .i file and it will generate .s file. So if we want to stop at this stage, we can choose -S option. gcc -S hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.s. So by default also it will generate hello.s only. If we don't call -o hello.s, it will generate the hello.s file. Let's clear our directory. Clear the screen. Now we'll run the gcc command with option -S, which will generate assembly code hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.s. Let's check our directory. hello.s is present there and it has stopped after generating hello.s. This is the hello.s file has been generated. Next we'll see the -c option. It will just compile, it will not link. GCC -c hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.o. So here object file will be generated, and by default also it will generate hello.o only. Let's clean our directory. Make clean. Only 3 files are present. Now we'll run the GCC command with option -c hello.c and output file will be stored in hello.o. ls. So we can see here hello.o is present, and let's check by default is it generating hello.o or not. Let's clean our directory. GCC -c hello.c, and we can see here hello.o is present now. Now we'll see the GCC command with -o option. -o option will place the output in a file. So output file could be executable file or object file or assembly file or preprocessed C file. So we have seen this example many times. For executable file we have seen output were stored in hello file, object file was stored in hello.o, assembly file was stored in hello.s, preprocessed C file was stored in hello.i. GCC command with -val option is used to activate the basic warnings. So here is the summary for all options. So first, -save -temps is used to store the temporary files also, and -e option is used to stop after preprocessing. -c is used to instruct the preprocessor to keep comments. -p is used to prevent the preprocessor from including line markers. Capital S is used to generate assembly file. Small c is used to compile but do not link. -o option is used to store the output in file, and -val option is used to activate the basic warnings.